Hey guys, so today I really wanted to talk about something really important. This is regarding like all of our health and it's regarding the water that we are drinking. So I don't know if you guys know, but there's been something that's been going on for a while where they are recycling wastewater and turning it into drinking water, and they use UV lights and chlorine to like disinfect this water. So they've been doing this for a while, but so far, like, they're now deciding to introduce this into turning it into drinking water. But so far, they have been doing it for a while. The states that do it are Florida, California, Texas, and Arizona. Like, Arizona and California, I think, are the two states that do it the most or something or whatever. Yeah, like, they use it to water crops. They use it like golf course lakes and things like that. That's what they'll use to filter wastewater for. Maybe like fountains like that, spray the water out when you go somewhere in public or whatever. So they now have implemented this plan to turn this into drinking water. So it's really, really concerning for our health. Now I just want to show you the clip real quick and then talk more about what's been going on with the water that we have been receiving in our communities.
Took another big step today toward ending its dependence on imported water. Mayor Eric Garcetti announced the city will recycle 100% of its wastewater by the year 2035. It will do that by converting its wastewater treatment plants, like the one in the Hyperion and El Segundo, into more powerful recycling facilities. Currently, Hyperion can only recycle about 27% of the water that flows through it. Within 16 years, they say it will recycle 100% thanks to a $2 billion makeover.
So we're going to take that wastewater, purify it to drinking water standards.
Wastewater recycling is part of the mayor's plan to source at least half of LA's water locally by the year, once again, 2035.
So basically, they're only able to recycle 27% of this wastewater into drinking water, basically is what they said in the clip. So we're still getting we're getting a percentage of wastewater, and we have been for a while. And I have been noticing this in the bottled water, which I have been purchasing. And I want to first play this clip really quick. It's just a 20-second clip of, this is a clip about the water which I have purchased. I have purchased Crystal Geyser water and have noticed some things, and I'm going to get more into that. But first, I want to show you guys this clip.
A California company that sells Crystal Geyser water has been charged with illegally disposing of arsenic-tainted wastewater, according to federal prosecutors. To be clear, the company is not accused of selling tainted water, but rather illegally shipping and disposing of the toxic waste filtered from well water. A 16-count indictment in Los Angeles federal court lays out the accusations against Crystal Geyser and two other companies that allegedly helped. If convicted on all counts, each company faces up to an $8 million fine. Matt Uris for CBS LA.
So I would like to talk about what's been happening with Crystal Geyser. I've noticed this for a while, probably maybe like a year or so that this has been going on, that I have been noticing the water having a smell. It's when I purchased these. This is the gallon jug. I have this gallon jug right now. And this gallon jug I purchased at Ralph's in Ladera, California. And I've also have purchased this at Dollar Tree in my area, like Dollar Trees in Inglewood, stores, grocery stores in Inglewood and areas and stuff, that I've noticed that this water has a very strong smell of like a motor oil, like a diesel fuel type of smell. It has a very, very strange taste. Specifically from this water, I have noticed that when I drink it, I'm having bad headaches, really, really bad headaches. I have chest pain. I have noticed it when I've noticed this weird smell and weird taste with the water before. I feel really, really sick, like when I drink it. And I've noticed extreme stomach discomfort, extreme stomach problems. I've been noticing a lot of issues with it, and I've been noticing also, like chest pain, like these heart palpitations, like, and I noticed it's instantly after I drink the water that I get this headache and I get this chest pain and I don't feel well. I just feel really, really tired after it. I can tell that I'm just not drinking real clean water, and I just am like, it's crazy. So this water, usually when I notice it, it's when they put this water on sale for $1. This water was on sale for $1 at Ladera, and I want to say that that's probably around the time of like the 1st of February, like the beginning of the month or whichever, that I purchased this water. I just am shocked because I really looked into it and I looked at the symptoms and I kind of was looking up, what am I dealing with and stuff, whichever. And I looked more into this recycled wastewater, whichever, and the symptoms that you can get from chlorine, because chlorine is what they add to this recycled wastewater. So I really looked into the chlorine symptoms. And I've noticed that after drinking this water, that sometimes I would drink it, like with certain different batches of water, I would drink it, and then I noticed that I couldn't breathe. Like, I would instantly just have like these breathing problems every time I drank the water and stuff. And now looking back, I realized, oh my gosh, like this is what caused it, was they're adding chlorine to this water, and it's making us sick. It's crazy. Like, I remember I would also be feeling like kind of burning, like a burning feeling just all over, just burning like skin, just different kinds of weird effects and stuff. And they're also putting this recycled wastewater, I guess, through our faucets and shower water or something, because I have been noticing a very strong chlorine smell. And I've noticed like other effects, like now instantly when I'm getting into the shower, I'm noticing that when I'm in the shower that I'm having these respiratory issues. Like, I'll breathe in and then it instantly, like, I'll just start coughing and stuff. It's really weird. It's never happened to me before, and I kind of thought, oh, maybe it's all the steam or whichever, but it's different. Like, this is really, really concerning. And I also have looked up the causes of what would cause a diesel oil smell in water, and it's saying that it would be caused by like a bacteria being present in the water, most specifically like an iron-loving bacteria. And I have been suffering with anemia for a very long time, and I haven't known like what has been, adding like to it or whichever. And now I see now that it's this water that is causing the issues and these health effects and stuff. And I've also have noticed some other symptoms where my skin has been, my skin kind of has changed on my leg. Like, it's really, really weird. And so I kind of did more research and I looked into the symptoms and saw that it can be part of arsenic poisoning, which is wow. So I looked more into the arsenic symptoms of arsenic poisoning, like chronic arsenic exposure and stuff. And I looked into these symptoms, and it's saying things like the abdominal pain, nausea, because after drinking this water, I always get nauseous and a stomach ache, and I'm always wondering why, like what's causing this, headaches and all this. And like, sometimes I would drink this water, like I would buy Crystal Geyser many times and I would drink it, and then I'd be having diarrhea all day, just after I had the water, just having like a couple sips or whatever, anything, just any little sip, like I'd be having diarrhea. I was noticing like my heart, like I'd be feeling kind of like palpitations, like this kind of feeling, and then I'd be feeling like this muscle tingling, like mostly specifically like in my fingers and toes. Like, I'd be feeling like this tingling feeling, and just like I noticed after this water that I'll have like a sore throat, just like digestive problems, like really, really bad digestive issues. And I have also had times where I've had this water and then I would drink this water and I'd be just broken out in a sweat, like instantly just sweating, like just really, really weird and bad like effects, and just feeling like just constant stomach issues, bad issues, just very, very bad, like skin issues and all this stuff. I've noticed from the water, other times that I've purchased Crystal Geyser, I have noticed like a smell, a chemical smell. I've noticed like a sweet odor, and I've also noticed like a very, very sweet flavor, like almost like sugar's just purely been added to it or something. It's just really, really weird, really, really weird. So, I've been noticing this when I purchase it from the stores in my community. I live in a predominantly black community, like predominantly black and Latino community, and I've been noticing it when I'm buying it at these stores like the 99-cent store, Ladera, like Inglewood, like different areas and stuff. I've been noticing that in certain like bottles of the Crystal Geyser, that I've been noticing this diesel fuel oil smell and these sweet weird tastes and chemical tastes and odors and smells and all this. And one thing that I have noticed, and I have noticed that when I go to a place like, let's say, like Marina Del Rey or, a predominantly white neighborhood, I'll go there and then I'll purchase some water. And I notice that the water is completely normal, no headache, no stomachache, no problems whatsoever. The water is perfectly fine. And it really, like, I don't have the stomach problems or any of the symptoms that I have from drinking this water that they're putting into our neighborhoods. And I felt that it was very, very important for me to address this. I have felt that I have known this feeling for a while. And now that I finally have my channel, I feel like I'm finally able to kind of come out and start speaking about these things. I really need to start speaking about and addressing these issues of food inequality that is going on in America. I mean, the situation with the Flint crisis, in a way, these things resemble what's going on with that, because as well as what happened in Compton was being sent real wastewater to their homes through their faucets and showers, and it upsets me so much to see a child that was afraid to brush their teeth. This one woman was saying her daughter was afraid to brush her teeth. And Compton's predominantly Latino and black. And, I really do think that this was done on purpose. I'm sorry. I think that this stuff is being done on purpose. They're purposely doing this stuff just like with Flint. And we need to address this food inequality that's going on. We need to address the corruption. We have to address these things because this is horrible. And I do feel that from this water, I do feel that there could be birth defects or future effects. Like, I don't know what can happen in the future from this water. I just know that it has been making me sick. I have felt muscle pains, like all different kinds of effects from this water. And I just, I just think, and the thing about it is it's because I live in this neighborhood, it's harder for me to go all the way over to like Beverly Hills or, wherever else, white neighborhood to get water. We have to have what we can afford and what we can have. And, seeing the sick tricks played on people in poverty, it makes me really, really sick. And the reason why they're selling these waters for $1, like why they put these on sale and other waters on sale for $1, it must be because they know they're doing an experiment. They know something's wrong with this water, and they're purposely giving this water to our communities and doing an experiment that could make us very, very sick. And it's like, I've noticed from this water, like, I've had like reoccurring like UTIs, and it's been really weird. And I'm like wondering like what's causing this? Why am I having this like feeling like these weird like low grade fevers and all this? It's because we're being exposed to this recycled wastewater that's leaving like consistent bacteria we're being exposed to from this recycled wastewater project that they're trying to do on us. This is why I am doing this petition and why I'm fighting to make sure that our communities, we deserve fresh water, and this should not be happening at all. And I'm going to speak up about this, and I'm going to address this, and I'm going to talk about this. And let's also talk more about the recycled wastewater that has been used it's been being used on crops, to water crops. And it's been used in these fields on our crops and stuff, this recycled wastewater. So if we look at the romaine E. coli outbreak, and once you put these pieces together about the whole romaine E. coli outbreak, okay, so here's what happened with the romaine E. coli outbreaks. So in Yuma, Arizona, one of the states which they use recycled wastewater, as well as Santa Barbara, California, which also has a wastewater treatment facility, you will quickly realize that the cause of the illness was from this recycled wastewater, from these recycled wastewater plants, because they have these plants right next to where they're growing these crops, where they're growing this romaine lettuce and stuff. Okay, if we look at Yuma, Arizona, they have that same wastewater treatment plant right where they have that romaine lettuce. And also in Santa Barbara, they have this Elistero, whatever. Okay, so what happened was they're spraying these crops, using this water on these crops, and then they all get contaminated with E. coli because this recycled wastewater is not clean. Okay? It's freaking crazy. And they're using this stuff on crops in these states that are using this recycled wastewater, and it's really, really bad because it's like people aren't connecting the dots that and realizing that this recycled wastewater is what is causing these E. coli outbreaks. Because if you look at it, usually what they'll do is they'll say, oh, you know, we're investigating that, we think an animal did it, that it was animal feces or something like that. I'm sorry, but one animal shitting or a couple animals shitting out there, that's not going to cause hundreds of people to get sick with E. coli. That E. coli was caused because that recycled wastewater was sprayed on that romaine lettuce. That E. coli gets in between the leaves of the lettuce. I'm sorry, but cow shit or animal feces is not going to do that. I'm sorry, but spraying all those plants with that is what is going to do that. And that is what has caused hundreds of people to get sick and has caused deaths. Okay? And they want to now turn this water into water for us to drink and have been having us drink this water without our knowledge, doing an experiment on us. And I did even more research and come to find out this wastewater, it doesn't filter out everything, this recycled wastewater, whatever. They can't filter out like little toxins that they find in soaps, sunscreens, lotions, and things like that. It still has those things. It has some acids from cleaning products, some stuff from like caffeine, pesticides, like all the stuff that we put down drains and put down the toilet is going into this recycled wastewater that they're trying to turn into water for us to drink. Okay, we have to fight this. We can't just sit here and just allow them to just kill us and poison us and making us sick with this recycled wastewater project. And Garcetti's about to put $2 million of your tax-paying American dollars to make this wastewater facility to keep on giving you wastewater to drink. Now, we're either going to fight this or we're going to sit back and keep letting these people hurt us and keep letting these people make us sick. Okay? Please share this video around and please share this knowledge of what is happening and what is going to happen and what will continue to keep happening if we do not stop this. Thank you.